Today we are doing gentle yoga. Let go of the world, having fast attention. We're going to start today laying on the floor. So, if you don't have a mat, maybe put down a towel or something. We're going to start in a comfortable position. If you want something under your chin, something under this. A patent, maybe?
Yeah, it's the preliminary to a patent, to an actual patent filing. But the problem is if he does that, then he only has 1 year to file the actual patent. Or he loses his rights. So I don't think that's a good idea to go do that to protect us. So I they need to understand the kind of thing that the hatchery is. It's open, it's a community, and we're not gonna have, 20, so I don't know how many hatchery teams do we have, 50-some hatchery teams?
Participants.
Yeah, and how many students? Each student send an NDA for one person. Yeah. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, so I wouldn't even sign an NDA.
Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's all come to the floor and get nice and comfy. So if you want something under your head, that's fine. If you prefer to just be flat, or if you want something under your leggies, like this. Let's close our eyes. And begin to breathe in and out. So again, if you're just tuning in, you want to make yourself nice and comfy. Relaxing down into the earth. Closing your eyes. Let's begin to notice how our body feels right now. Let's notice how the breath feels as it moves in and out. Drinking the breath in and as you exhale, slowly letting all of the air out of the lungs, the diaphragm, the tummy. Letting yourself sink down into a deep state of calm and relaxation. And we can also notice how our head is laying on the floor, how our neck feels and our face right now. We can notice how each side of our shoulders feels. Is one side a little bit more relaxed? Is one side of the shoulder blade a little heavier as it sinks into the earth? And we can begin to notice how the back feels today. How the middle back and lower back feel. Does one side feel a little softer. Does one side feel a little tighter? And let the weight of the body continue to melt into the earth as you slowly scan your body, just noticing. You don't have to do anything. Just bringing your awareness to the different places in your body. And then we can slowly move our attention to our legs. Noticing how the muscles, the texture of the right leg feels. And then noticing how the back of the left leg feels as it sinks down even further into the floor. And finally, we can notice our feet. We can notice how the heels are resting on the floor today. Is one foot a little straighter than the other? One foot angled out more than the other? And there's no right or wrong. It's just becoming aware of what is happening right now. And take a few more breaths right where we are. And again, if you start to feel a little uncomfortable, maybe you'd be more comfortable if you bent your knees. Put something underneath your knees, under your head for support of the neck. Few more breaths. Letting the breath be easy. In and out. One more breath, right where you are. And then very slowly, we'll bring our hands to our heart center in the middle of our chest. Take a moment and just notice how, as you inhale, you feel the lungs open and expand. And as you exhale, feeling the chest, the diaphragm melt closer to the earth. You take 2 more breaths here. And then we can bring our awareness and attention to something we'd like to focus on for today. More peace, more light, more love. And breathe that into every part of you. You can also dedicate your practice to a person, to a cause. So our intention is some sort of focal point Two more breaths, right where you are. And then we'll softly let our hands melt towards the floor. And maybe stretch your body out. Take a nice morning stretch. Circle your hips and feet easily without much effort at all. And then slowly bring one foot and then the other foot towards your body. Maybe reorient yourself. And let's do a very easy peasy pelvic tilt where we take away that space right under the lower back. So inhaling, exhale, slowly begin to bring your rib cage and your hip bones into the floor. And let the lower back find your mat or your towel. And then softly as you inhale and exhale, just a very soft, slow tilt through the rib cage and a little closer. Good. Let's do one more way. Inhale. And exhale, drawing your tummy towards your spine. And then we'll very slowly bring our right foot up and just begin to open up your toesies, like you're wiggling your foot in the sand, beach, and you can hear the waves. You can smell the sea salt, and we can slowly extend the leg to the sky and then melt in and inhale with the breath. Exhale. Gently bring your leg towards you, and you can leave your left leg there, or you can also just stretch it out nice and long. And then slowly open your leg away from the body and stretch your arms way overhead. Reach out through your fingers and toes. Yawning, either literally or figuratively or both. Inhale. Exhale, slowly bring the leg across. And if you have a pillow handy, you can rest your leg on your pillow. If not, it doesn't matter. And breathe. Open up the side body as you inhale. And then roll onto your back. Rolling onto your back. And then slowly bring your bottom leg in. We could stay here if that feels good. Or we can softly bring our left leg in a little bit and breathe. And you'll notice my right foot is flexed to protect our knee. Let's close our eyes and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Notice your whole body, how it feels. If it doesn't feel good, then bring your leg back down. And let's slowly bring our right leg to the floor and bring our friend, the left foot up to circle around a few times. Yeah, scrunching and unscrunching your friendly toes. Maybe lengthening a few times with your breath. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhaling up. Using your breath. That's it. Then gently bring your leg in. Let's lengthen the bottom leg nice and long. Inhale. Exhale. Open the leg over the sides. Stretch those arms way overhead. Reach out through your whole entire spine. Imagine you're making even more space between the bones of your spine, vertebra, and then bring your leg across, over. Breathing, we can turn our head away from the legs and focus on the breath as it moves in and out of the lower back. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then we'll slowly roll onto our back and cross your leg like a 4. Slowly bring your bottom leg in towards you. We can stay here, or we can bring the leg up. Just an easy breath, inhaling and exhaling. Again, if this is more comfortable, you can stay here. The whole point of gentle yoga is to make the body or help the body feel comfy and happy and at ease. One more breath. And of course, restore the peace and calm in your mind as well. And let's softly, like we're just waking up, bring your foot down and then just roll over to the side. Maybe we should stay here for a breath, or 2. So we can find something for under our head. We can find something for in between the legs. And we'll just stay here and take a rest for a little bit. And as we close our eyes, let's notice how our body feels in this position. Noticing where the breath moves as you inhale, noticing how you Open up the side of your ribs, backs of your ribs. Letting yourself sink into the floor, letting your whole body melt. We'll stay here for a little bit longer so that we can relax the muscles of our face, relax the muscles of our shoulders and our neck. So it's nice if you have a little bit of support or something under your head. We can relax the shoulders and the arms. We can relax all the muscles of the back and the hips. We can relax all the muscles of our legs. Let's take 2 more breaths. Letting the body get softer and softer. We'll take a few more breaths in and out. Noticing where the breath goes in to the body and out. Let's take 1 more breath. And then we can very slowly begin to bring the body up So let's just gently make our way into a seated pose. And if you'd like to, you could sit on your cushion or pillow or whatever you have. You can have your blankie over your legs. So you're nice and comfy. So in this seated pose or sukhasana, which means actually easy pose, let's just notice how we're sitting and where our weight is. Maybe we go back and forth and come in between the sit bones. And let's close our eyes and bring our hands to our heart and come back to our thought about our intention for today's practice. And then very softly we can let the hands melt toward the floor. And let's slowly float our eyes open. I'm going to count to 4. We're just going to try to let the eyes open very slowly with this 4 count. 1, 2, 3, and then we can just take a moment to bring our awareness to where we are, look around a little bit, and notice what you're seeing. And then very slowly we can begin to take our shoulders up, up, up as high as they'll go towards your ears, and then melt toward the floor, down, maybe a little further than you thought they could go, and then slowly up, inhale, maybe a little bit more, and then exhale, melt towards the earth. One more wave. Inhale, up, way up high. Exhale. And then slowly take our arms to the sides. Inhaling. Exhale, like you're moving through honey. Just gently begin to turn and look behind your body. And then just as slowly, we can unwind our body. Inhale here. Maybe take another breath if you need to. And then on your next exhale, slowly rotate the opposite way, keeping your spine long and tall. Look behind your body. Inhale, center. Exhale, softly bring your head toward the side, keeping both shoulders melting toward the floor. Nice, soft chest, soft rib cage. Let's close our eyes. Imagine you're in your shower or bath. Warm water running down the side of the neck, down the shoulder, and the arm. And then very slowly bring your head forward so you're looking down at the floor. And then over to the opposite side. And we'll gently stretch, keeping the shoulders fluid and available for movement. Letting go, releasing. Again, we can imagine water running down the side of the neck, down the shoulder, down the arm toward the floor. And then softly bring the head toward the floor. And then softly bring your head back up to center. And just noticing how your body feels. Let's take our arms up to the sky. Reach your fingers up and we'll take hold. Really reach, 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 reach. And then we'll find our wrist and slowly come over to one side. You can bring the bottom hand down to the floor. Reaching over, it doesn't matter which way you're going. And then softly curve over towards your knee. And then walk yourself to the center. And then back to your easy seated position. Taking a breath. On your next inhale, slowly stretch your hands. Maybe wiggle your hands a little bit in the sky. Maybe touch a cloud while you're up there. And then find your wrist. Inhale. And we can come over to the side. Filling up with the breath. So this is an easy stretch. Like you're just lengthening through the bones and then slowly begin to curve forward over towards your knee. And walking forward and slowly come all the way back to the center. Okay, and just notice how your body is feeling right now. Does it feel the same? Does it feel different? And we're going to come onto our tummies. So we're going to slowly rearrange a little bit. Some of you might want a little pillow or a towel under your head. Some of you might want to keep your blanket on your legs. Your feet are cold. But we're going to come down to the floor. And gently turn our head to one side. Actually, let's just start with the rest. Let's let our hands reach toward the feet. Let's let our body sink. So this should be as comfortable as possible. If you need something under your head, maybe a towel or a little pillow, we'll just close our eyes. And let everything slow down. The breath, the body, the mind. letting the front body become more and more relaxed, letting shoulders and arms become heavier and heavier. Letting upper body, the middle body, the lower body become heavier and heavier. We can softly turn our head to the side. Noticing how your breath is moving. Notice how your body is feeling. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then very slowly, we're going to bring our hands toward our body, toward our head, under our shoulders. Slowly, let's let our head come off the floor, looking right in front of you and exhale down. 2 more times with your breath. Inhale. It's very small, very gentle and slow. And exhale. Take your time, one more way. Inhale up. Exhale. And this time, we're going to slowly roll like you're asleep in your bed, maybe onto your side or maybe onto your back for our final Shavasana or rest pose. So you could have You can be in any position for your Shavasana. Your legs can be bent, your legs can be straight. You can stay on your tummy. If you really like being on your tummy, you can be side lying like we were earlier, if you prefer. Any position that feels good to you today is good for Shavasana or corpse pose. But you want to get as comfortable as possible. So just get nice and comfy. And last week we had something under our legs, which can be very restorative. To have your feet elevated up on a chair or a ball, stability ball. So that's the Shavasana pose I'm going to do today. It's to have my feet resting on the ball. So let yourself get nice and comfy, all settled in a position that you could stay in for a very, very long time. It feels so good to your whole body. You can restore your vital energy. So getting all comfy and snuggly. Let's close our eyes. Going back to that awareness we had at the beginning of our class of how the body was lying on the floor. Letting yourself sink down. Now feel free to change your position. If you notice, maybe your body would be more comfortable in a different position. Then you can rearrange your legs. You can rearrange any part of you so that you stay as comfortable as possible. Relaxing all the muscles of the face. Relaxing all the muscles of the neck and the shoulders. Relaxing all the muscles of the arms and the hands. Relaxing all the muscles of the upper back, middle back, the lower back. Relaxing all the muscles of the hips and the tummy. Relaxing all the muscles of the legs and the feet. Let's take a few more breaths. Noticing any changes in weight of the body, which side feels heavier or lighter. stretch, move our body out, reaching out through fingers and toes. I think we'll finish on the floor today. Let's bring our hands into our third eye, bringing peace, light, clarity to your mind. And then slowly letting your hands come toward your heart center, bringing peace, light, love to your heart, sending thoughts of peace out into the world. And then slowly bring your hands to your heart. Thanking your body for all that it does. Thanking yourself for coming to class today and slowing down. And I thank you for sharing this practice. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Namaste. And we'll very slowly make our way into a seated position. So just softly roll to one side with your eyes closed. And then you can softly come up into seated position and slowly come back to the world and open your eyes and see around you. Again, thank you for joining today.